Hello, welcome to another Dominion 6 Mod Nation showcase. Today we are taking a look at early EA Neritia, Guardians of the Sea. This mod nation was made by me right after early EA Lentia, because one guy told me, "You made a fish nation, now what about a turtle nation? I like turtles." So there it is. I decided to also add some snails and tortoises, based on on a D&D Mystara race. Uh, let's take a look at the starting magic side. It produces 3 water gems per turn, 1 earth gem and 2 death gems per turn. We have quite a large lineup of both troops and commanders. Turtleman Militia. This is the baseline Turtleman, who has slightly higher strength than normal, higher hit points, has some natural protection because obviously that's a turtle, and has slower combat speed than the humans. Turtlemen are amphibious, and the militia they wield bronze spears. We also have snailmen. They are size 4 creatures with 18 hit points, even higher strength, but their protection is lower than that of the turtleman. And their combat speed is even slower because, well, do I need to explain? I drew the sprite myself from scratch, while the turtlemen are based on the Kappa from Inuyama, I think. Snailmen are aquatic and they have vulnerability to salt. That's new. That wasn't even a thing in Dominions 4 when I was making this nation. And this tag is not even described in the modding manual, but it still works. In case you want to try, it's salt wool, like salt vulnerability. And that's very flavorful. They have bronze long spears. Turtleman infantry is the same turtleman but with higher skills and a hide shield. They also have snapper. That's a turtleman sub-race, who have an additional bite attack. They also are stronger, but they cost much more. The snappers also are based on a Mystara turtle sub-race. Then we have the spike shells. These are the turtlemen that wear these coral harnesses. They have bronze spears, hide shields, and coral caps. And in addition to all that, they have poison barbs. Hard shell is another turtleman sub-race with a harder shell, obviously. Protection 16. And spike shell is a hard shell turtleman with a coral spike harness. Then we have the capital recruits. The giant turtle is not a sacred, it costs a lot, and it is limited to only 1 per turn. It's aquatic, it has a bite, but it also has trample and animal. It's huge, it has size 8, 85 hit points, high protection, but very low magic resistance. I am honestly proud of this sprite. I drew it myself from scratch and I think it looks good. If you don't think so, I'll fight you. Honorable Protector is the capital only sacred. This guy has castle defense bonus and bodyguard, and higher skills than normal. Bronze trident, turtle cap, turtle shield. Honestly, not much special, but still, you have a sacred. We also have some coastal recruits that do not require a fort. Turtle Hunter is a turtle, not a turtle, who has a spear and a net. And there's also a war tortoise. That's also a sprite that I drew myself, and it looks worse than a giant turtle, but still decent for me. This guy has a fist and sticks and stones. Also, it's limited to only one per turn, costs 200, and the tortoise itself has trample and animal, and it can bite. The commanders. The Turtleman Scout is, well, just a scout, there's not much to talk about here. Turtleman Captain is a leadership 100 commander. Hardshell Captain is the same but with higher protection. Spiked Protector is a leadership 150 commander with castle defense bonus and poison barbs. Turtleman Mystic is a Holy One priest. Turtleman Priest is a Holy Two priest. Snailman Apprentice is a aquatic commander with Death 1 and a 50% chance of either water or death random. Turtleman Apprentice is a Fire 1 Water 1, 50% Fire Water mage. Snailman Necromancer is a Water 1 Death 2 mage with a 50% chance to get another level of death and another 10% chance to get a level of death. So you can, in a very rare, there is basically a 5% chance to get a death 4 mage, but it's only aquatic. Turtleman Mage, a Fire 1 mage with a 100% chance to get 2 levels of Fire, Water or Earth and a 50% chance to get another level. And the capital only sacred is a Dragon Shell Lord, who is a huge size 4 with only 15 hit. Right. It makes sense, don't worry. 15 hit points, high magic resistance, high strength, cold resistance, sacred, water 3, holy 1, a 100% chance to get 3 levels of fire, earth or nature, and a 20% chance to get another level. When they get damaged enough, they have a second shape. They retract into the shell and become immobile and gain a steam breath attack. This is a temporary second shape, so when they get healed up, they return back to normal. And we also have some hostile commanders. The turtle captain is just a turtle with leadership 100. And the dried shell is a air 2 mage with 50% fire or air and wasteland survival. That's it, but let's check out the summons. First, we have 4 unique deities based on the 4 immortals from Mystara. They are basically the Turtle Pantheon. We have Father Earth, can be summoned by Awaken Father Earth. That is a Conjuration 7 spell. Water 4, Fire 4 for 50 gems. You get this huge commander, size 10, basically a Titan, with Earth 4, Regeneration, Amphibian, Poison Resistant, Magic Being, Need Not Eat, Siege Bonus 50, and Affliction Resistance. All the rest also have their own spells, but all of them are in Conjuration 7, require Water 4, Fire 4, and 50 gems. Mother Ocean is a Water 4 mage with Regeneration, Amphibian, Cold Resistance, Poison Resistance, Magic Being, and Need Not Eat. It also is huge, but it only has 2 miscellaneous slots. Brother Shell is a Earth 2 Nature 2 mage with regeneration, amphibian, fear, poison resistance, magic being, need not eat, trample, supply bonus, inspirational. And it also casts a protective spell. What is it called? Legion of Steel or... Damn. The name eludes me. But it has a starting battle spell. And Sister Grain, who is a Nature 5 mage with regeneration, amphibian, poison resistant, trample, and supply bonus. Then we have the generic summons. In Conjuration 4 you can cast Summon Salt Elemental. That's a Death 3 Water 1 spell. For 3 gems you summon 1 Salt Elemental. This is a ritual summon, not a combat summon. It has 2 Salt Blade attacks that actually deal salt damage in this game. That's new. In Dominions 4 they used to deal acid damage. But now why not make it actual salt damage? They have amphibious, shock resistant, cold resistant, poison resistant, magic being, inanimating, that eat, trample, and mindless. Unlike the true elementals, they do not shrink, they have only one form. Also in Construction 6 you get Salt Golem Construction. That's a Death 3 Water 1 spell for 10 gems. You summon 1 Salt Golem. He is huge, he is strong, he is not a commander, but you can make him one. Amphibian, pierce resistant, shock resistant, cold resistant, poison resistant, magic being, inanimate, need not eat, mindless, and has 2 Salt Blade attacks. So you summon salt elementals and golems with your snailmen, and these are summoned with your turtlemen. We also have a national item, Salt Spear. That's a Construction 1 item that requires Water 1, Death 1, and is a magic spear with an additional salt attack. Do we have any... this is an underwater nation, so obviously the pretender roster is quite poor. But we do have 3 national pretenders. First, the unaging one. This is an immobile pretender who has Water 1, Death 2, amphibian, cold resistant, poison resistant, need not in, chill, and ice armor. So this is a variant of the Demi-Lich, racial variant. Then we have the Zaratan, who has Bite and Swallow. This is a huge island turtle with Nature 1, but unfortunately aquatic. Trample, Supply bonus, Inept Smith, and Inept Researcher. And the Dragon Turtle. I just ripped the sprite from Might and Magic 7. Who has Bite, Dragonfire, Fire 2, but also is aquatic, but also has Fire Resistance, Fear, and Inept Smith, Inept Researcher. They are quite cheap, however. And that's it. I think this is a fun nation. I played it in multiplayer, I enjoyed it. And next time we will take a look at Middle Age Neritia, which is quite different